And tomorrow night at 7 p.m., we're presenting an hour-long documentary, Bonded by Tragedy, 30 Days in Surfside, which tells the story of how families and friends coped with the search for their loved ones.
In this clip, we hear from two women who describe the first time they were taken to the collapse site and the realization that their friend was almost certainly dead.
Under a police escort, the buses would travel the short route from the hotel to the collapse site. A special viewing area was cordoned off for the families on the patio of the building just north of the Champlain Towers. When they arrived, Lisa Schrem and Rachel Sabag scanned the pile.
And it just looked like 9/11. You saw there was about 200 men and women working on the hill.
But their eyes were drawn to a corner of the building still standing, and they could see what remained of Estelle's apartment, her blue and purple suitcases readily apparent against a gray backdrop.
It was a little bit overwhelming.
Her couch still had the pillows on the couch. The cushions were still on her couch, but just that bedroom part tipped off. That was hard to see.
Her apartment's there. The valance of her curtain is blowing in the wind. Her two suitcases are on the edge of the ledge of where her apartment was. 30 feet left or right, that's the essence of life. That's it. That's all God's got for us. 30 feet left or right decides whether you live or die.
CBS 4's Jim DeFede spent months working on this project and joins us now.
Jim, that is a remarkable moment we just saw right there.
It truly is, Elliot. You know, Estelle Hedaya, their friend, had just returned from a business trip to Las Vegas. That's why her suitcases were in her living room. She had literally just dropped them off there. If she had gone to bed, if she'd gone to sleep rather, on her couch watching TV, she'd be alive today. Instead, she went to bed and died with 97 others. And you just hear story after story like that, but it's the emotion of seeing them go to the site and seeing it firsthand for themselves, that realization sinking in, that I think is something that we haven't seen before and that we'll be showing you a lot more of tomorrow night.
Yeah, you're right. These stories have not been told before, and obviously a tragic situation, but you found a measure of hope. What can you tell us about that?
Well, even that story of Lisa Schrem and Rachel Sabag, these are two women who were friends of Estelle. They both live in New York, and after the collapse, they flew down to Miami. Why? Because Estelle was a single woman, they were both single women, and as Lisa Schrem tells me, it was sort of a matter of woman code. Leave no woman behind. They used to travel together, go on vacations together, and they always had a pact to stay with each other, to make sure to look out for each other. And after this incident, after the collapse in Surfside, they came down because they wanted to be there for Estelle. There were other stories like that where you saw complete strangers going into the briefing room where they would gather to hear the daily briefings. Many of them were strangers to one another, but over the course of weeks they became friends. And the most remarkable thing, I'll leave you with this, is there were times where family members would finally get the notification that their loved one had been found and was dead. They would still come back to the briefing room because the person they had been sitting next to for weeks had not gotten the news about their person. So they stayed with them, basically staying together until everyone was found. You know, it's a tragic story, but there are elements of hope here that I think people can draw from.
Truly remarkable to see those bonds forged, unfortunately, under such dire circumstances. Jim DeFede, thank you so much for joining us tonight and for your tireless reporting. We're all looking forward to tomorrow's documentary. You can watch the CBS 4 News 1-hour original Bonded by Tragedy, 30 Days in Surfside, tomorrow night at 7 on CBS 4.